Hey everybody, welcome to episode 7. I think, yeah, we're on start of week 7, which is July 21st to July 26th. And we did get a couple sales today, but honestly, I didn't do much. I only did 10 listings on my shop for the whole week. And I feel bad about that, but I don't feel bad about that because I actually created I finished off an Etsy digital AI course that that people can buy now. It's a pretty big course. It was like 105 videos. It's huge. So more on that will be coming later, but I finally got it up and running, and I'm pretty happy with that. You can check it out on my YouTube channel too if you want. Just go here. I'll show you. Let me get that loaded. It's right there. So if you go to my channel, it's the first one, Etsy Digital AI Webinar, and that points to the course. But uh, yeah, I do courses too because I really enjoy it. I love doing courses. Once I get systems down, I love it. So in the course, I went over like a bunch of stuff like social media posting and Etsy ads and Etsy memberships of all things, which is crazy, but you can bring in a revenue stream that way. And then email marketing and then blogging for Etsy. So there's a whole bunch of things that I'm doing that I'm working on in the background while I'm running this challenge. This challenge hasn't implemented any of those yet. It has implemented 2 of the secret sauce methods that I have in the course. So there's 5 that I put in the course. So anyhow, yeah, not much to report here in the diary, but let's go to the stats anyway. So today, let's just reload. 10 visits, no orders yet, but let's go to custom and we'll look at the 21st to the 27th. And we did get 4 sales for 1188 in revenue, 130 visits, 3.1% conversion rate. I am pretty happy with that, and I'm really happy with this. So Etsy brought in 51% of my visits, and I brought in 49% of my visits. So that means things are picking up a little bit more, which I like. The direct is still a little bit high. Etsy search is getting bigger too, which is wonderful. Etsy ads, I'm still running those ads at $2.13 per day, which I will show you. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, it's kind of, I mean, we're middle of summer right now. People really aren't doing much online. Things are going to pick up quite a bit starting in September, October, November, December. So, what I need to do now is start planning ahead a little bit and figure out seasonal stuff that I can do. So, like back to school and Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas is always a huge, huge time. So the shop that I'm running, I can do seasonal and evergreen. So that's stuff that sells really well during certain seasons and then dies off. But I also added in stuff that would sell year round too, just to make sure that I got my bases covered so I don't go through those dry spells like a year from now when I'm making really good money and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't get any sales and I wonder why, you know? So anyway, let's go to Etsy ads here for a second. And let's go to custom and the 21st to the 27th, apply. There we go. So you can see my budget is $2.13 per day, which I know is a weird number. $14.91. So I actually almost spent my entire budget, although it is a tiny budget. I did get 3 orders for my ads, but I spent more than my revenue was for the ads. So that brought in 38 clicks. And you can see my revenue last week was actually less than my ad spend, which is not a good thing. So we got to get things switched around here. What I'm going to do is go through, I have 210 listings going. So I'm going to start going through and pausing any products that are spending a lot, but they're not making money. And typically when you go through your ads, you're going to see 2 or 3 or 4 products that Etsy is really leaning on heavily, and they're not doing much at all. So that's where you go in and you see down there at the bottom of the screen, I can scroll down. I'm not going to show you the products though. And I can start pausing things. So that is what you need to do. This is interesting. We're testing a new way to find tags that could help your advertised listings show up in more searches. Check it out and tell us what you think. Okay. I'll go through this. I don't know what this is. Sometimes I really wish that companies would just stop tinkering, honestly, and just leave it alone. What is this? This is like a super old screenshot. How old is this? They have a date on this? Come on. That's like a mega old screenshot. Yeah, just another fluff piece pretty much. Anyway, let's go back here and let's go to our overall. So let's go to stats and let's go to all time. And you can see I do have 21 orders, 2.8% convert rate, 761 visits for revenue of 53.53. So still haven't turned the corner yet, but like if you look at the all-time stats here, I was bringing a lot of the visits originally, so 61% of the traffic was coming from me, and 39% was coming from Etsy. So let's go 53.53 divided by, yeah, times 100. I am at 0.5% of my goal. I'm not even at 1% of my goal. So 1% of 1,000, 100,000. It's $1,000. I got a long way to go, but that's how it goes. That's the Etsy world. That's what happens. So one thing I wanted to show you too is if you do go to Etsy and you start looking at these shops, they're all 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Okay, there are a few new ones that actually do really well right away, but the bulk of the shops are old. Okay, there's not really many new ones. So let's go in here and let's do the start of week 8, I guess. I'm just going to put some notes here because I need to really pick up the pace. 27th to, I guess it would be August. And this is where, too, a lot of people quit. I mean, they see that start and they think that's horrible. But I see that start and I go, you know what? That's not really that bad. So, to the 3rd. And what am I going to do this week? Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of listings, and I'm going to be doing a lot of trimming some ads, and then I'm going to be adding some seasonal products as well to try and get the take advantage of some of the upcoming events, like especially Christmas. So I'm going to make sure that I have Christmas themed products inside my shop. Otherwise, I'm going to be screwed. So the thing is, Etsy is a marathon. Okay, if you look at anybody, and there's a lot of YouTubers and everything that are doing Etsy, they're showing a lot of stuff, but they didn't just come out of the gate and start making money. There's very few that did. If they did, they already had a leg hold in the industry. For example, there is a one YouTuber here. I'll show you. Let's go to Etsy and incognito so it doesn't mess up any of my stats. She does these. She's a real estate girl, and she started a shop. And then she's like, oh yeah, I'm brand new to this. I don't know what I'm doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. But she's selling all these real estate marketing templates to her realtor like friends and everything. And then everybody else is just referring more friends to it. It's a great niche to be in because realtors need all this stuff. And some of these bundles are just crazy. Like 10,000. My God, are you kidding me? 10,000 templates marketing bundle, edit in Canva. Holy cow. So $60 each, but in 20 baskets, this is nuts. The amount of people that are, or the amount of products that they're getting is nuts. I don't know how long this took to put together, but it must have been like a week. Unless they just combined a whole bunch of different things together. But anyway, this is one. I don't know if this is her exact store, but this is one of the kind of product lines that you can get into. And if you're selling business to business, so you're helping out businesses with templates, you do move like almost a lot faster than trying to sell to a consumer. So yeah, this is a big shop. This isn't the one, I don't think. That's on YouTube, but I know it is a realtor, and I know she is selling to other realtors, and she's making it look like oh, I just, randomly thought of this store, and kind of plays dumb a little bit, but you know that it's BS. So there's a lot of success that you see on Etsy is not real. There's a lot behind the scenes that they don't tell you, and that's unfortunate. So I think I'd like to be known as the guy that tells the truth and tells you, like, yeah, it takes a long time and a lot of effort, and it's very difficult to get going on Etsy. It is not easy at all. In fact, I would say give it minimum 6 months. A year is even better before you really start getting consistent sales. So I think you'll get sales, but they just won't be consistent until your shop is established, because there's so many new shops that opened up in the past like 2 years that I think Etsy got a little bit confused with how popular they became, and I don't think they could handle it. So as the good part is that I would say 95% of the people who open up an Etsy store, they'll quit within like the first month or two because they won't see much results at all. Then there's us, you and me. We're not going to quit. So even though, like, I don't like showing you stats where I'm not making a ton of money, I don't like doing that at all, but I have to, because now you know it's real. Now you know this is how it goes. And now when you go to do it yourself, which I hope you're doing one, you'll feel better knowing that finally somebody's not lying to me, or not lying, but leaving out all the extra details that they never give you, right? So that's my spiel. That's my update. I'm going to get going again next week because the course is shot. It's complete. It's all ready to go. And I'm pretty proud of it too. It's got like 105 videos, 10 modules. Man, it's a crazy amount of work that I put into it. But it's going to be like my flagship course, so I'm pretty happy with that. If you want to see it, just let me know in the comments. I'll post a link for you. Otherwise, we will see you in the next update. Keep on listing, and let's keep going.